We're Marta and Garrity, a Canadian couple who lived in Toronto and bought 2.5 acres of vacant land 3 hours north of the city. We worked as our own general contractors and got our hands dirty to create our dream cabin into our new home. We are now starting to develop the rest of our land by building a guest Aframe cabin. Hit subscribe to follow the journey and welcome to our channel. So we rented a U-Haul and are strapping in our windows. We just picked them up from the manufacturer themselves and hopefully they make it. We still have to pick up our patio doors too. So we got our patio door at the other location now and we're waiting for 2 side panels for the doors now. Seems like everything made it in one piece. This one fell over, so hopefully no cracks, and we're gonna store it for now in our shelter logic, which is not that far from the A-frame. Really heavy. Yikes. Okay, since we have a bit of a lull before the framers can come, we obviously picked up the windows and now we are going to take advantage and parge this before we bring in more soil and the framing goes up. It'll be a bit harder after to do the parging. So basically this stuff is super flammable, the ICF, and you should really cover it with something. So we're gonna use like a concrete cement mix that's goes on top of that. We don't really have the mixing tool, so we're just gonna mix in a wheelbarrow with some water and hope this goes well. I have no idea what I'm doing, neither does Garrity, but it doesn't have to look perfect. We're gonna landscape and cover most of it anyway, so it'll be fine. Here comes Garrity with our bag of parge mix and buckets of water and the shovel. So let's see how this all is gonna go. This is what we're using. We bought 6 bags. It's probably too much, so we'll see. That's one way to do it. Doesn't help that it's gonna rain.
You say you don't wanna get in trouble, that you're doing fine cause you got me. I don't wanna break your little bubble, but you gotta wake up to reality. Cause I can see in your eyes, your head is full of dreams. Tears aren't proof of failure, you just gotta let them flow without judge.
It's really hard.
Remember, this is supposed to be Marta's project, not mine.
You just gotta trust the right, don't have to be scary. You just gotta follow the light, you're able to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be
So today our septic is getting installed. Unfortunately, we likely will need a pump because we've dug 2 test holes and we keep hitting bedrock, and it has to be about 5'10" from where the pipe in the house is. So he's dug a bunch of holes. You'll see the piles of dirt, but unfortunately we are gonna have to spare that extra expense and dish out for a pump in order for it to achieve the gravity it needs. That wasn't gonna happen. It's a big hole. So that's the pipe, and we have to be 5'10" from there, and obviously that's not very deep, so I think he's trying to see if any of the bedrock will break off, but I don't think it will. So we have lots of rocks to play with later. We got all our wood chopped, as you can see, but they blocked the path we made there, so we'll have to move that. And then eventually we'll make this nice with landscaping, but there's no point now with all the trucks. So he's just trying to dig at the bedrock and break it up as much as he can right now. That pile is growing and growing. So basically the septic will drain into the septic tank, which goes here, and because of the rock, which you can see here, we have to have a pump chamber here, and then the actual sand bed that absorbs all the liquid is going to go there. So we are going to have that pump chamber, which basically takes the liquid to the spot where the sand is to process. But it is what it is. This is what happens when you work with this much bedrock. I'm running because the septic tank is here and I want to show you what it looks like, and it's getting placed in. So that is a septic, believe it or not, for a one bath, one bedroom. It seems really big, but it is what's required. Yeah, but that's fine, I don't care yet. So you have to make sure you have 6 inches of slope, and we got 7, and then that part is the pump chamber that all the liquids will go to, and then disintegrate into the bed, and then the solids stay in this tank. That's the septic, that's the pump chamber, and then that's the leaching field up there. So we got the sand coming in now to fill the hole with the septic and pump chamber. So he's just building the leaching bed now. So the pipe is now connected, so it's about 7 inches slope downwards, and then in here is where all the solids and liquid end up. And then once the liquid drains into here and rises, it'll go through here, it'll connect to the pump, and then it'll go up into the leaching field. And you can see the pipes there, and then he's gonna put more sand on top, and he's leveled it off nicely. So yeah, that's how a septic is installed and works. It takes a lot longer than I thought. The septic passed inspection, it's all covered off now and leveled. It's starting to look a lot better. We're going to bring topsoil, and then I'm going to plant some grass seed. Okay, now that the septic bed is in, we think this area will be really nice for like a gazebo to eat. So he's going to actually move some rocks, build this up. I'm going to seed grass there when the topsoil comes, and then we're going to put stone all around the house. So while we have the excavator, might as well get him to move those big rocks. Bit of a retaining wall here. You can see the steps here. The septic is now all nicely covered up, and we put rocks along the side. I think this will be a nice eating area in a gazebo where Stan is sitting overlooking the top of the A-frame, or the side of it, and I built a fire pit down there out of rocks. I'll show you. And then we're gonna also build a wood shed that looks like an A.
Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down.
Got a nice rock wall. We backfilled a lot of the A-frame, which is nice. Made a nice pad up here for the future
Jumping
gazebo
from cliffs so
steps.
high.
I'm gonna seed this with
Trusting
grass
our wings to
and kind
fly.
of blocked it off. And then eventually we'll put stone
Sometimes we're
here.
crashing down,
And then
but we get
I just
up
gotta
and
rake all
start
this out
from
now.
the
It's
ground.
done for the day, just so we have a bit of a slope.
I really
And
wanna know, really wanna
there's
know.
my attempt at a fire pit, but I didn't bury the stones, so they all fell over. So I'm gonna have to do that next. But you get the
Even if I'm
gist,
falling
similar to
down,
ours,
I will keep on
far
searching
enough
for
from the
my
house.
highs.
Anyway, I think it's coming along much better than it was
You
a
can
couple
say I
days ago.
lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling.
All right, today is project day, so we bought some of this liner to kind of mark out where the garden's going to be versus where we're going to put gravel eventually, because a lot of that spills over. We got our chainsaw, we got some mulch that we're going to use. We got a tamper to just flatten that spot out where Stan.
Well, we didn't get this. Some contractors that never came back to work, they left it here.
Yeah, so we'll have that. And then we're going to plant grass seed. We bought some recently, and then we're going to continue clearing the forest down there for all the dead trees so that it's visually and aesthetically pleasing. And yeah, so we got a lot of work to do, but we're getting to it. So we're missing safety glasses, but I had these from Halloween, so I made him put them on. Hey, better than nothing.